Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Just wanted to update you guys. I did decide to take a step back. I talked with my husband yesterday on Sunday, and we came to the agreement that I just feel like I really need to take a step back. I need to give my body a break. I feel like my body's screaming at me to stop with the UTI. It doesn't want to go away from the medication, and also just like, you know, the fact that my ovaries weren't really responding very well to the stimulation. I have had stimulation in the past. I have not mentioned that to you guys, but I have done another treatment before and they responded well. So the fact that they weren't responding well, it could be because it was a different medication, but it also could be just because, you know, I've put my body through the ringer like since October when I did the stem cell treatment, actually since August of last year. So like for the past year, because I had a laparoscopic surgery to see if I had endo, which I ended up not having. We thought that I did, the doctors thought that I did. They removed something, but it wasn't endo. They did a laparoscopy / hysteroscopy to look inside my uterus. And everything was, you know, normal, except for that one little piece of abnormal tissue that they removed. It was benign. So my body's been going through the ringer, and yeah, so I've just decided to take a step back and let it be for a month or two, and then we'll revisit it. We'll get back into it probably. But for right now, I just need the breather, and so I'm really excited. I feel like so much lighter and less stressed, which is amazing. So that tells me that I made the right decision. And I am like wanting to do a little DIY with you guys this week, so that's what I'm gonna do in this vlog. I'm going to the beach today with my friends, and I'll take you along for that. And then in this vlog, I just want to take you guys to like do a little DIY. I found this phone case that I think is so cute. I love the idea. I'll pop up a picture of it. It's like this new technique. I'm gonna do that with you guys, just working today a little bit. And right now I'm just having some leftovers from last night, some beef and pork meatballs with some rice with olive oil and lemon and salt, homemade tzatziki with A2 yogurt, a little like cucumber, tomato, onion salad. It's really good. Guys, it's a new day. I am outside of Ulta and Sprouts. I need to go and get some acne something because my god, I've got star stickers all over my face because I'm breaking out so bad after the fertility medication. Really, my body really did not like that stuff, and now my face is breaking out so bad. So I am gonna go and get some acne medication, and not acne medication, I'm gonna get like an acne serum, and hopefully that will help take care of this a little bit. And also I'm gonna go into Sprouts and just get some kombucha. I'm gonna do like my big grocery run tomorrow, but I have kombucha like every night, so I'm gonna get that now because we don't have any, and I'll take you guys along. They don't have it here. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. I am about to go on a hike with a friend of mine. Then I'm gonna have to go to Whole Foods today to do like our weekly meat buy, and then what else do I have to do? Then I have therapy, and then also I want to get started on this DIY with you guys. So I'm gonna like look at some phone cases to do this DIY phone case, and then yeah, we'll see. We'll go from there. I am back. I went on that walk, and then I had therapy, and then I went to Whole Foods. This organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised ground beef. Got some salmon, and some pasture-raised chicken breast to make some noodles, Japanese noodle dish that I really like. Oh, I got some also some organic ground chicken. This is to make chicken nuggets, but I make them healthy. So, and then we have some bacon, organic bacon. And then we have, yeah, that's pretty much it. So what else did we get? We're gonna make nachos one night. So I got some of these organic tortilla chips. These are regenerative also and made with avocado oil. And then some of these Siete Foods chips. And let's see what else. I got some of these because I've been craving them lately. The Simple Mills chocolate chip cookies, they're gluten-free. And I think they're made with coconut sugar too. And then some chomps. I'm gonna make some more of those chipa, the Brazilian cheese breads. I got some truffle cheddar to make them with. Do it with cheddar and with Parmesan, but truffle cheddar, I feel like that's gonna add like a really nice flavor to it. So that's pretty much it for the Whole Foods buy. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and find a phone case. I could use this one. I like being able to charge this magnetically because I have like a MagSafe charger. Let's check it out. Okay, so right away, that's a really good price. Let's see. Then there's this one. This could get here tomorrow. Let's see. This one's even cheaper. Let's do this one and see. So this trick that I am gonna do, it's kind of like you kind of need the case to be like a neutral color because I'm gonna use caulking, and caulking is white, so it has to kind of go with the case. You want it to kind of look good. I don't really like any of them. Let's see all 34 options. Okay, so I think that white is probably going to be best. Although we could go with stone too. Perfect quality after here, loving it. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going to get this one because it's only $7. Not sure about the charms. The charms are kind of like a thing too, because I want them to be like nice looking charms. I don't want them to be tacky. But I'm just going to go ahead and get this case. And then we'll go to Hobby Lobby and Michael's tomorrow to try and find some cute charms. So I'm probably gonna do this DIY on this case so that I can do it tomorrow. And we will go to Hobby Lobby and Michael's and the hardware store to get everything that we need for this. I also want to make like a little beaded thing for like a beaded wristlet thing because I just can't find one that I really like, so we'll do that too. For the rest of the day, I'm just gonna do some work on the computer, work on like getting all of my footage onto my external drive so that when I go to edit on Friday, it's not gonna be such a big, huge thing. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I have just had a really slow start. I had a bad dream last night and I did not sleep very well. It was hot as all hecko last night and I could not sleep. I kept waking up because I was just like so hot. Anyway, yeah, it's a slow start, but I'm just gonna do some weights here at home, and then because I don't want to take the time to go to the gym because it's so freaking late already. So I'm just gonna do some weights and then I'm gonna take you guys to go and get all the supplies for this DIY. I am still breaking out pretty bad from the fertility meds / antibiotics for my UTI and all the stress from the fertility treatment. So still feeling very grateful that I decided to take a step back. It just did not feel right. And I was fighting that so hard because I just want to move past this part of my life, but forcing it is not going to work either. So I'm very thick-headed and stubborn. But I'm glad that I ended up listening. I did end up listening, thanks to ChatGPT, really, because it helped me work through all of my emotions. I'm here at the craft store. I'm gonna go in and find some charms for the back of this little case that I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with. So the last store was a bust, so I am going to go into this one. I saw one thing that I liked, but I wasn't gonna wait in line for a 99-cent charm, just one, and I don't like that much. So I'm gonna try this next one. Hopefully there's more. Okay, so I spent way too much money in Michael's, but I did get some cute things for the case. Now I have to go into the hardware store and get the rest. Okay, so starting off with our DIY, this is everything I'm using. A phone case, some charms, some silicone, and some shells, as well as some stones. I'm using this big labradorite stone. And then around here, we take toxins seriously, so this is all the PPE I'm using. Gloves, a mask, and some eye protection. The first thing I'm doing is just laying out approximately and playing with the placement of each of the little pieces, decorative pieces that I'm using, so the charms, shells, and stones. I'm trying to figure out what looks best and where to put those things, and I highly recommend that you do this. So after I finish playing around with the placement, and it's okay if you don't like it, you can always change it. That's why this is good. And then you can just, once you're happy with where everything is, you can take a picture so you remember. And then I also took off the pieces and kind of laid them approximately where they were going to be going. And then also I'm clipping off the little loop on the top of each charm. I just don't feel like it looks super great, and a lot of people on Etsy who make these and sell them don't do this. I just don't feel like it looks right, so I decided to do this. And then I'm also going to use my metal file to file off the sharp pieces. I used to make jewelry, just so you guys know. I am a silversmith, so this is why I have all of these tools, but I'll link as much of this in the description. You can always leave the little hoop on top and not do that. And I'm just gonna put on my gloves and get started. I'm going to squeeze out the silicone onto the phone case. So you want to make sure you have enough silicone so that you can sync the products, like each individual charm item that you're putting on the back. You want to make sure it has enough to sink into, but you don't want so much that it's this big mountain of silicone. So you got to kind of find the happy medium. And then this was a failed attempt at trying to smooth it out with a palette knife. I did this for about 15 minutes before I realized this was not going to work. And so I looked up how to smooth out silicone online and found that spraying rubbing alcohol really helps. It prevents things from sticking. So I tried the palette knife again. This did not really work. You have to kind of glaze over the top surface when the alcohol is there, because that's what prevents the sticking. But if you try to like press on it too hard, it'll stick anyways. So I've pretty much found out that the best way to do this is just to use your gloved finger to just like kind of, you know, tap the top down, and then also just kind of rub it a little bit, but trying not to sink your finger into it so it sticks, kind of a thing. So this is just a sped up version of what I found to work the best. Just gliding your finger along, and then yeah, just making sure the edges are super clean. You can use like a paper towel soaked in alcohol. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start placing all the charms. And I started off doing it with my fingers. I wouldn't recommend this. I would recommend using a little object. I ended up using a wooden stick to press down everything. So you want to try and not get silicone all over all of the charms that you're putting on the back of your phone. So the little wooden stick worked out really well for this for me. And this is the finished case. I have to let it cure for 24 hours, but this is how it ended up looking. I'm so happy with it. It looks even better than I was hoping it would. So let's go ahead and jump into the wristlet portion. These are all of the tools that I used. I used these flat nose pliers, some round nose pliers, wire cutters, some beading wire, a clothespin, and all of the beads that I want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and start by measuring out how much beading wire I need and then cutting it off, making sure there's excess on the ends, and then I will clip the clothing pin to one side of the wire to prevent the beads from falling off the other end. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set up my little beading tray. You don't need one of these, but it does really help. And then I'm going to go ahead and start beading. So once I'm sure that I like the length, and I'm going to test it out various times just to make sure, that I'm going to go ahead and finish off one of the sides of the wristlet. So I'm going to take a crimp bead, I'm going to slide that onto the end, and then I'm going to take a lobster clasp and I'm going to string that on, and I'm going to bring the end of the wire around and thread it back through the crimping bead, and I'm going to adjust it so that there's minimal wire showing but enough for everything to flow smoothly. Then I'm going to take my flat nose pliers and just press it down super hard, crimp it down. And then I'm going to take a little crimp cover. This isn't necessary, but I just think it looks nice. And then you just close it carefully. I'm sorry you can't really see, but I am going to link everything in the description. You just want to be careful when you're closing these to not deform them, so you just do it slowly. And then I'm taking this little thingy I got off of Amazon. It's just like a little metal insert that you can put into your phone so that you don't have to clip it onto the side. I like when it comes out the bottom like this. So this little invention is genius, so that you can clip your wristlet onto that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and clip the finished wristlet onto the little doohickey. So I finished it. The case is drying still. It has a cure for like 24 hours. So I have this other one on that I got from Amazon with you guys. But look, my wristlet is all done. That's what it looks like from the bottom. So you can see the charge port is still really available, clear. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this little deviation from my regular content. I want to start incorporating more stuff like this now that I'm not so focused on fertility treatments and stuff, and hoping that it will today, like, it made me so happy to do this today. It was so good for my mental health. I miss creating things and I need to be more consistent with it, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss out on future content like this. I'm going to be sharing more DIYs and vlogs in the future, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.